The noob will continue to collect wheat from his farm, but will now reach a point where he generates more seeds than he will need. But the noob does not waste anything. He crafts a composter out of oak slabs, which he can then use to compost the excess seeds that he generates. He right-clicks on the composter with his seeds, and when the composter is full, it will give the noob a bone meal in return. Bone meal has many uses, like making white dye, for example, but its best use is to accelerate the growth of plants and to multiply flowers, which have a height of 2 blocks. It can be converted to bone blocks, which can even be used as a building material. Using the wheat which the noob has collected, he converts them to a hay bale, which also has several uses. It can make the smoke of campfires go higher, and it can also be used to craft into a target block, an advanced redstone block which can be used in mechanical contraptions. But mainly, it is an aesthetically pleasing looking block which the noob places next to his farm. But tonight is an important night for the noob. Tonight, the noob will not sleep. He will stay up all night because he needs string. While string can be obtained from killing cats, the better method is to kill spiders. Spiders will spawn in the night, along with many other hostile mobs, usually within a 23 to 32 block radius of the player. Many different hostile mobs will spawn in the night. Mobs like the creeper, an ugly green creature which will chase the noob and explode when it gets close enough. When one kills a creeper before it explodes, it will drop gunpowder, used mainly for TNT and fireworks. It's also used to make splash potions. The nemesis of the creeper is the cat, and the creeper will run away from them. But the central character to this evening's festivities is the spider. It spawns in the night and is aggressive towards players, but in the day, it will be calm and coexist with the player. It will only attack in the daytime if it is attacked by the player. When killed, it might drop string and possibly also a spider eye. Spider eye is used to make a potion of weakness, which can be used to cure villagers which have been zombified. But the string. The noob needs string for 3 things: to make a bow as a weapon, a fishing rod to fish with, and scaffolding, which he will use to build his home. String can also be used to craft wool, but the noob already has sheep with which to obtain wool. Many mobs will appear in the night, but they will also disappear. This is referred to as spawning and despawning. The noob will want to kill the spider while it is spawned in by the game, and while he knows it might despawn, the noob will wait until late at night, almost just before dawn, before taking the risk of leaving his hut to attack the spider. So the noob will not attack this spider here tonight and would rather let it despawn. There are other dangerous mobs that will also spawn in the night. The Enderman, a tall black creature from another world with beady purple eyes. It will not attack unless the player looks into its eyes. It drops an ender pearl when killed successfully, which has several uses, including finding end portals, making an ender chest, and to teleport to where the pearl is thrown by the player. The Achilles heel of the Enderman is water. If one is attacked by one, heading for water is always a good defense. It will not enter the water, so the player could kill one while standing in the water. The skeleton has a bow and arrows, and when it sees a player, it will shoot at it with its bow. Sometimes the skeleton will wear armor. When killed, it might drop bones, arrows, a bow, or even the armor it is wearing. The bones are useful to make bone meal, but can also be used to tame a wolf. Indeed, the wolf, tame or wild, is the enemy of a skeleton and will pursue and kill the skeleton. The skeleton knows this and flees the wolf when it sees one. The player can protect itself from the arrow projectiles by using a shield, normally held in the offhand of the player. The drowned is an undead mob that lives in the water. Sometimes it will emerge from the water and attack the player. When killed, it will drop zombie flesh or even a copper ingot. If one is lucky, it might also drop a fishing rod or a nautilus shell. There is also a drowned that holds a trident and will attack the player with it from a distance. It might even drop the trident when it is killed. Lastly, there is the zombie. This green undead creature of the night drops zombie flesh when killed. It also can wear armor. Sometimes it will carry a sword or shovel and might drop it when killed. Rarely, it will also drop an iron ingot. All in all, the night is a dangerous place for the noob. For that reason, having a bed and the ability to sleep is the best way to avoid the dangers. Sleeping will bypass the night. But to progress, the noob must collect string and will brave this night to get some. As the evening progresses and it comes closer to dawn, the noob becomes braver and waits for an opportunity to kill a spider that spawns close to him. 2 spiders spawn nearby. The noob decides the moment has come and emerges from his hut. He has food with him in case he takes damage and needs to eat food to regain health. Using his stone sword, he attacks the spiders he can easily reach. His first string is obtained. He would like at least 5, but more would be even better. He heads back to his hut. There are more spiders, but he deems it too dangerous. A zombie sees him and attempts to intercept and attack the noob with his shovel. Safe. The noob makes it back to his hut without dying. He is very lucky. He will now have to wait for dawn and for the sun to rise. It will kill the skeletons and zombies, reducing the number of adversaries to contend with. The sun comes up over the horizon. A wolf pursues a skeleton riding a spider, known as a spider jockey, in the distance. Immediately, the undead mobs begin to burst into flames. This will eventually kill them. The noob seizes the opportunity to pursue the remaining spiders. He takes a hit from the skeleton, but the skeleton dies and drops bones. With an arrow sticking out of his head, the noob collects the bones and pursues the spider he was riding on. The noob pursues all the spiders he can find. He has the string he needs and does a celebratory dance. The noob is so pleased for himself. After his moment of celebration, he returns to the task of looking for chicken. The feathers, dropped by the chicken in conjunction with the flint he has collected previously, can be used to make arrows. In the distance, the noob sees the wolf that was previously attacking the spider jockey. This is indeed a wolf worthy of the noob, and the noob decides to make him his pet. Using the bone that he collected from the dead skeleton, he feeds it to the wolf. It immediately is tamed on the first try. Such luck. The wolf, now tamed, will follow the noob everywhere he goes. Note the wolf's tail is high in the air, indicating his good health. The tail goes down as the wolf loses health. The only way to stop the wolf from following him is to make him sit by right-clicking on the wolf. The noob takes a moment to restore his health by eating a few apples. He is so excited and immediately goes to craft what he wanted with the string. A bow. He can now attack mobs from a safe distance. A fishing rod. He's so excited to have crafted a fishing rod that he immediately heads out to try it. He casts the line. Fishing requires the noob to carefully watch the bobber. When he sees the approach of the fish and the bobber go below the water, only then must he draw back the fishing rod, or he will not get anything. Fishing is an excellent way to get fish as food, but it also is a great way to get loot from the water, including nautilus shells and even enchanting books. The second time, He removes the line too late and gets nothing. The third time, he gets a fish. It's a salmon. The fishing rod is of the best quality, and the noob is pleased with it. The noob heads back to cook his fish. While the fish is cooking, the noob crafts his last item, arrows. The noob is now ready for the next chapter in his journey.
You want me to do what?
Just run through the mobs and kill some spiders.
Have you seen the mobs out there? I will die for sure if I go out there.
That is the cost of good cinema.